Hello, I'm Stephen from PlayStation Universe, and this is Bungie's Destiny, the multiplayer co-op focused shooter, which is due out in September. So we've been on the alpha release, and what we're going to show you now is the tower, which is the hub where players can socialise, they can upgrade weapons, get new gear, and do lots of other cool stuff. So we're going to head there right now. The tower's a location within the walls of the city on planet Earth. So you place guardians in the game, and from the tower you can take on new missions, acquire new gear, refuel, rearm, and socialise and do some things like dance, point, like you can do in a typical MMO when you're in a hub. It's a place to meet up with other people, recruit fire team members. So the guardians, they're soldiers serving as the last defence of the survivors of humanity. And you get to choose one of three classes. You've got the Hunter, Titan and the Warlock. Whenever you move between planets you get this loading period where you see the ships moving through orbit, and you can customise these ships as well. In the full game we'll see that in full effect, but at the moment there's few options. I chose to be a Warlock in the game, and you can differentiate the different classes visually. The Warlock, for instance, has a rounded helmet and a long coat, and his skill is with spells. And the different classes also have obviously their own attributes and distinct look. When you first arrive at the tower it can be quite a confusing place to know what to go, what you can buy. So what we're going to do here is just show you all the different vendors that you can go to, and generally just take you for a quick walk around. So we're heading to it now. We're flying into the docking station, and here it is. This is the main plaza. Just come and check out this view. Stunning graphics, and this is a ship just coming in to dock. So within this area you'll see other people milling around that are actual players within the game. You can interact with them. See another guy just sitting there enjoying the view there. And you can click on R3 and interact with these people, invite them to your fire teams to go and join you in battle. So here's the first vendor we'll look at. This is the Postmaster. Now here we're going to be able to pick up messages. We understand these are in-game messages, not messages from other players, and we understand you'll be able to pick up lost items from here, although we don't know what those will be. And I guess there might be the occasional call to go to a quest. So the next place is Special Orders. So as you can see, now this section isn't active at the moment, but it suggests that, it mentions that she's a broker of special goods delivered to the tower from the city and beyond. Suggested it might be some sort of trading point, but I suppose we'll see during either the beta phase or when the game lands in September. So the next part is the vaults. This is where you can store weapons and you can switch them between classes. So if you want to play as two different classes, obviously in your inventory you don't have that much storage, so you can put your armour and weaponry here and go back and switch between stuff, and when you change classes it will still be there. So this is the gunsmith, really important. You buy stuff with glimmer in the game. You can see I've got 798 glimmer. And some of the weapons are locked depending on your level in the game. So you can see here I could buy that. They've all got stats assigned to them. You've got rare items. See that one there requires a level 96. And the idea really is to collect as much glimmer as you can and get the best weapons and armour. And you've also got consumables to help you in battle, such as ammo refill packs. Okay, so let's head underground. Oh no, hang on, there's the bounty tracker. Okay, so this is where you can pick up bounties for extra rewards. So you can see here you might have to earn 50 assists in the Crucible, kill 100 enemies with a melee attack, and for that you'll get reputation, experience points. You can accept 5 bounties at a time. You can see there's 6 here to choose from, and there'll be 5 active bounties whenever you're playing Destiny, as long as you've chosen them. And then when you achieve them, you'll be able to come here and pick up your reward.
Goodbye, Guardian.
Okay, so let's head underground. So here is the Crucible handler. The Crucible is the multiplayer arena. And you can see here, oh, nice fur. They produce armour specifically for the Crucible, but you can see it's very high level armour. You've got to be level 20. Obviously this alpha's capped at 8, so we've not been able to test out any of this. And some of them are rank specific, so you can't buy them until you've ranked up within the Crucible.
Yes?
This is the Crucible Quartermaster. And you can see he delivers vehicles. Vehicles are great in the game, very much like, very Halo inspired, which you'd imagine being Bungie. And there's also, you can see here, you can pick up materials as you're scouring around the area within game, and then come and spend the materials on armour and weaponry and gear. So these are the class specific vendors. So I'm the Warlock class, so let's go and see what he's got, or she should I say. So this is specifically for me. And you can see that it costs a certain amount of glimmer for each one. You can see all the stats. You can see on the top left hand side, you can see that circular then that fills up every time you make a transaction with a vendor, and then you'll rank up that vendor, which gives you access to even better gear. Okay, so let's move on. Let's have a quick peek around here. I don't know what these guys are up to. You can see the bottom left hand screen, so-and-so dances with so-and-so, waves too. So there's like all that fun and games to have. I'm sure we get just loads of people on day one dancing in the middle of the plaza. So here's the next vendor. This is the Vanguard Quartermaster. Now we understand there's more than just 3 classes in Destiny, and we guess that Vanguard is another class that we've not yet been able to play as, although that is unconfirmed. And here, yeah, you can use materials, your glimmer, to buy all sorts of stuff for that class. So let's go upstairs. And this is the shipwright. Now, whenever you're in orbit, you've got a ship travelling to your destination. That ship isn't actually drivable, not yet, but maybe we'll be able to move it around. What's interesting here is that they've got stats to these ships for durability. These ships can't fire, but it suggests that maybe these ships can be attacked. And you can see that stock refresh. At any vendor, the stock refreshes after a certain period, so you can keep going back and see new stuff, which is really cool. Upstairs, and we go to the Future War Cult. It's a colourful looking dude, and you can customise a lot of stuff here. You can buy emblems. You can see you need certain rankings to be able to unlock some of them, and certain levels. And you can see that there's some legendary stuff here as well, legendary gauntlets, which is a piece of armour, which are going to cost a lot of money and obviously be rare in the online arena. So let's move downstairs. I think there's one more person here to have a look at. It's the Dead Orbit guy.
Shall we get started?
Once again, it's got emblems, crucible weapons and armour. Once again, this stuff refreshes, so you'll be able to go back there and buy some new stuff. So downstairs, there's sort of a bar area. There's no one here at the moment to interact with, but I'm sure that will change. Maybe there'll be power-ups and stuff to buy from here. So there's a little bar there in the lounge area. Okay, so that's all there is to see in this section, so let's go back out onto the plaza. What I forgot to show you is that there's NPCs dotted around the map that carry maps to the whole area. There's one guy here, there's one in the plaza as well. And so you can see the 3 different sections of the tower. We're in the tower hangar at the moment, and we're moving over to the tower north. So it's a good quick way to find out where all the vendors are. We've also missed, there's the Cryptarch guy, which I'm going to show you now. We missed him on the plaza on the way in. Now throughout the game, you might get engrams, they're called, which need to be decoded. You can get engrams for completing missions, and you can come here and you can pay him to decode them, and what he'll do is manufacture items for you. And once again, each time you get him to do something, his reputation, that dial on the left hand side, goes up, he ranks up, and then he's more proficient at decoding things for you. I guess then the better items and gear he'll produce. You can also simply just acquire those engrams, but obviously that's not as good as getting them for free by earning them in battle. So we're heading into Tower North right now. Once again, some lovely scenery. There's a day and night cycle here as well. So at the moment, obviously we got the daylight. So this is the new monarchy. Everything's locked here. We don't know what the new monarchy is, but we're presuming it's another class again. So perhaps there's 5 classes, even more in Destiny. But you can see that everything's locked. You can only get to level 8 in the alpha, and these all require level 20. And there's some really cool stuff here.
Protect us, Guardian.
So I guess we'll find out more about that in due course.
Something that says bloody.
So this is where all Guardians can make themselves look nice and purchase different visual effects for their outfits.
Tell the other guardians.
If you're into all of that, I don't know if any of them have a bearing on your performance, but if you want to stand out, that's the person to visit.
Warlock.
Let's just check out this view again. Looks fantastic. Okay, this is cool. This thing here sort of rotates. It stops occasionally. Can't seem to interact with anything down here, but maybe that will change. So upstairs we've got the speaker, the voice of the traveller, and he holds all the exotic stuff. This will be the really rare items and expensive items. You can see that once again these are all unlocked. These are all locked, so we can't access them. And once again, you get the stock refresh, so we're going to be able to keep coming back to him and see new goods. So I think we're about done. I think that is the tower as it stands right now, but obviously it's going to evolve. I don't think you can get through here. No.
Hold your head high.
It becomes a really important place. I mean, after each battle that I've gone through, I've come back here and I've checked out my armour, make sure that I've got the best weapons and secondary weapons. There is somewhere to go up here as well, but there's nothing to interact with at the moment. You can just get a good view. There we go, have a look at that. So I think we're about done. I think the alpha phase is going to be closing very soon. They've extended it for a little while, but the beta kicks off on July the 17th. There's some things you can sit down, salute, point, do a bit of dancing. Don't ask me why, but kind of something cool about beating some of the enemies and then do a little dance with all your friends afterwards. So do go and check out psu.com. We've got Impressions of Destiny, a written feature about it. We've got news, we've got the trailers, we've got a whole Destiny hub, and we've been covering it intensely ever since it was announced. So thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you again soon.